Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream as we have a losers round 2 coming your way. I'm here with Zapio. We have some incredible matches coming your way, in particular Classic GG going up against Retirement Club. And Zapio, how did Retirement Club get here?
Well, it looks like they were playing against Squad Up. They went map 5, went the distance, at least to around 10, I believe. I'm not sure if it went to an 11, but they apparently went lights out towards the end half of the S&D. And honestly, Squad Up, they put up a good fight, but just was not enough to take on Retirement Club.
Yeah, it's unfortunate too. And I think you were telling me one of the players from Squad Up said they had a few of their players drop some not so good in numbers. Maybe what was it, like a 1 in 10 stat line
Yeah.
in that map 5, and that's difficult. And unfortunately, their journey will end in the losers round 1 as they go home packing. And they will not have that opportunity to get that $1,700 first place or that $700 second place, because it's a total of $2,400. And there's still a lot of teams that have that potential from the losers to make it all the way to grands.
I completely agree. Very, very excited to see what Retirement Club can do against Classics here. I'm also very excited to see what Classics can do against them. Both of these teams are very, very good. I also think that they're very, very well matched with each other. And here we have our maps here. We're going to be starting off with some Mercado. I believe that's the first Mercado we've seen all day so far. And also the first Asilo. We get a little bit of variety here, which is nice.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mercado is, kind of one of those outline maps, right? There's 7 hills per rotation, which is the first of its kind, I think, in any Call of Duty. So you are really needing to lock down, I believe it's the P2 and the P6. That's top and lower cantina. And those are going to be your money hills. Elephant Room has the potential to do that as well. But when it comes to the Barber, when it comes to that P7 all the way out in the garage, it's a lot harder to lock those down because a lot more lines of sights, LOSs, nades can get dropped on into you. So it's going to be interesting to see who's going to have those rotational battles. And coming on in to that map too, the El Asilo, that will be the side of Retirement Club's pick. So if they start off slow here, hopefully they can pick it up here in the map too.
I completely agree. I'm really, really excited to see this Mercado. It's all about rotation, like you're saying, holding those 60s both on P2 and P6, just really locking it down. So I'm very, very excited to see that.
And that hotel, that is going to be probably the game decider. Whoever wins that control, I think, will end up winning the entire thing, because Fortress is going to be one where your submachine guns, everybody's going to have those pop-off moments. In Retirement Club, they went to a map 5, so they're probably feeling confident coming out of it. But how much energy do you have rolling on in to winners round 2? And Classic GG, they're no team to bat your eyes at, because they are an incredible, incredible squad. I'm taking a look at their roster right now. You have Rush, Striker, Electric Abe, and Desi. Out of one of those players, Zapio, who do you expect is going to be able to have those pop-off moments?
Honestly, I've seen Desi do some crazy things. I've seen Rush do crazy things. They all have the potential to do it. But if I'm going to pick one player who I would think has to really pop off right here, I would say it'd be Rush.
Hey, and it looks like we are going to be loading right on into this map 1. I heard everybody coming on in, but Rush, the player to look out for, courtesy of Zapio, and we'll just happen to see if he can do it. On the side of Classic, you have Gunny, Jaden, Josh Fleazy, and Rec. This is going to be a big testament to both of these two teams. I think if they really want to keep their momentum alive here in the losers bracket, being this early in the day, you need a 3-0, because you do not want to be sitting in these series any longer than you have to.
I completely agree. And already, we're going to be seeing that Classic's actually going to do a little 2-2 split on either side of the map right here. Electric Game using the Lockman sub instead of the Vaznev. Not something you usually see, but Aquatic's actually going to be taking him down. Gunny's going to find some shots on the rush onto the point with Fleazy finding one. Gunny finds one. He almost gets the trade, but Jane actually cleans it up. His Gunny's going to hit around this back alley. Electric Aim already playing on this P2. His team actually spawns with him here. I'm very surprised at the Lockman sub, though.
And maybe it's due to the nerfs in the Vaznev, because this kind of has those, middle to long range gunfights that potentially the Lockman has a little bit more DPS when it comes to that range. So maybe a new meta coming on into play. It could be hill-based as well, because I've seen a lot of MP7s be brought out as well in the up close and personal. So we'll just have to wait and see what, the new meta is bringing to us as a Lockman showing to be a viable option. Classic GGs, they're trying to work their way on in. It's going to be one more player up top can rush. Go big, but no, it's going to be Josh to shut him down. The retirement club, they are checked on in.
I love to see this out of Classics. Honestly, they almost had this P2. They almost had the break in, but they actually wait for each other after they go 2 down, and they go to hit it together. And the trade battles in the feed. Desi's going to find Gunny, and he's also going to find Aquatic. That's going to actually shut them down probably for the rest of this hill. 25 seconds remaining here. They have to start thinking about the rotation over to P3 and kind of give up that little bit of scrap time. If they can full 60 this P3, which is very, very doable, they're right back in this.
Yeah, but now they're starting to rotate. You get a lot of map control here. It's just a matter of winning those initial gunfights. Rec puts himself in a good spot, and they're gonna jump across, and they realize that's a good little angle because you can go right on into it. Is he going to be expecting the player in Desi to come through? Electric aim, not able to find the opening, but it will be Desi on 4 in a row. Can he find this moment against Jaden? He has a lot of information being gained here, and all he's going to do is just kind of be annoying. Is maybe might try to hop up top, but Wreck coming in from the backside spawn will shut him down.
I love this setup. Gunny playing up top right here. Jaden playing in bottom. They're going to actually team shot Striker down to kind of clear the rest of this hill. 40 seconds left here as Jaden's already pushing out forklift side, which I love to see. Taking down Electric Aim, Fleazy, cutting down through mid. He gets a gross 2-piece onto Desi and Rush. Striker, the last one really here to even try to make a dent, is going to have to get a 1v1 with Jaden, and Jaden's going to take that. And it's going to be a full 60 towards the side of Classics right here. But as you can see already, Retirement Club, Electric Aim in particular, already playing it new, trying to secure some pressure here. The rest of Retirement Club coming through P2. Rush has a very big engagement here, but Fleazy finds 2 once again. Electric Aim finally comes into P4. He's going to end up finding Gunny. He's going to take the challenge to Fleazy. Fleazy's going to hop up and get taken down as well. So this is very, very important that Jaden tries to find at least 1 or 2 kills here. He's kind of alone. He actually ends up getting flanked out.
And I didn't really necessarily like that chow from Fleazy. Yeah, he was one shot, maybe thought he was going to get ego, but he had his teammate about a second behind, and so maybe could have caused the line of sight to change towards his teammate and could have double chowed it, at least maybe found a 1-for-1 trade. But Fleazy, he has been having a great start to this one, 12 and 7, 2 in a row. And again, he's the player to get the opening kill as Rush. He will get taken down. Wreck also watching the middle of the map. He will get 3, but still classic GG. You started off a little bit slow, but now you're starting to rock and roll on into the barbershop as they're trying to hold on in. Rush comes in, beautiful shots, had the help of Desi, but Electric trying to work his way on into these, Classic trying to work their way on in for this rotation, but Retirement Club on to a slight lead.
No, I actually love this out of Classics, though. You know, they kind of realized that the time wasn't going to go their way right there with Gunny and Jaden getting taken down. They just set up and rotate. And honestly, unless Striker can just walk right through them and kind of break the setup, I mean, that was a beautiful play out of Striker, being able to just walk in there, get the kill off the desk, flank the time, and really just take them down. Classic's going to have to break this quickly if they have any hope of really touching much of this time. Jaden with a huge kill against Striker, playing his life inside of this tin building.
And they've been playing their life extremely well. Desi will find 2 in the kill feed, so that, again, will be the side of Retirement Club. Doing a good job here, just getting all this time. And they're not letting any second go to waste. They're making sure they have a good setup, and they're finding the trades in. Again, it's one more player left to beat. Can Gunny do it as Jaden maybe trying to come on in and help through middle of the map? And exactly what you needed if you were the side of Classic, a quick break. But guess who was there? Gunny with 2. And if they didn't find that break, they could find themselves in a very difficult position. Again, you don't have the rotations, though.
No, yeah, I like that Classic tried to hit this little rotation here, but Retirement Club just walked on in. But Josh Fleazy going kind of crazy right here. He's actually going to get taken down. That was such a big kill out of him. Gunny's going to fly in, get the trade very, very quickly. He's going to also get traded out. The trades just are never ending in this. Striker going to try to work through mid right here.
It's kind of about holding that middle of the map coverage, and it will be Desi to fall, but Striker, he puts himself in a good forefront position. Can he cut down any of the members? But he doesn't need to, as Rush takes down 2. Striker will find that 3rd, and so most of the members drop. But again, who is it? It's Josh Fleazy who keeps finding all of these kills, and unfortunately, he will not find that last one. Striker should get the last 20 seconds. You're going to extend it out to a 160-100 lead, and you still have a chance to fight for these P7 rotations.
Yeah, and this is kind of where we can see the map really like get one-sided here, right? You see this P7, it's so easy to chain P7, scrap up a little bit of P1, and then get all the P2. Like this could be the make or break for the map. If Classic can kind of full 60, even get about 45 points off of this, they definitely have an opportunity to come back in this. Are only down about 50 points.
And they are looking to hold on into this garage hill exceptionally well, or the parking lot, as I like to call it. And the kill feed, he keeps lighting up orange. Classic GG. Everybody doing their work. Josh Fleazy has been truly pushing the pace as he gets a second. Will he get the third here as his teammate will find one more? Rush. Oh, it gets a bad time, and he will end up dropping the last 30 seconds. This could be contested. Rex still holding on in, and beautiful transition. Make sure he's helping his teammate on the point. And this is a solid 60 for the side of Classic.
No, I completely agree. They're playing this so well. Yeah, Fleazy pushed up out on the right side, just putting so much pressure on them. The only thing now is that Classic has to start thinking about P2 spawns. And as I say that, Gunny actually finds one over here, as him and Fleazy are actually going to combine to clear out that spawn. They should have the P2 control right here. All they have to do is play P1 a little bit scrappy, and it's going to be looking really good for them.
And Retirement, their job is just to deny a lot of this P1 or get some of this P1 time if you can win the gunfights. Unfortunately, hasn't really been going their way. And by the way, Gunny ended up going on 6 kills, so he does have a cruise missile to work with later on in the game. But everybody is starting to pick up and fry from the side of Classic as the kill feed just keeps lighting up orange. They haven't been able to take the lead as of yet. They've been so darn close. But now all the players from Retirement are trying to work their way on in. Striker, last member remaining. Can he go big? Because he's going to have a lot of players to deal with. Can he get 2? Yes, he will. And that is a big double, as now his teammates are able to hop on in, and potentially number 8, Desi, looking to come on in for the flank for P2.
Yeah, but Classic is actually spawning out now. 8 is making such a big difference. Desi, he's just playing up here, blocking the spawn. He finds 2. Can he find the 3rd? Fleazy's actually going to clutch up and get 2. And that's going to solidify the Classic spawn for P2, as everyone else on the side of Retirement Club is going to be spawning out towards Street. If they can full 60 this, they're taking the lead. We've seen P7s to P1 to P2 be a very dominant cycle.
And oh my goodness, this Rush just goes on in with an AR! And unfortunately, he's only able to find 1. But still, oh, it's electric aim along with Desi finding the kills. Josh Fleazy, though, still being the problem. Can he find another one? But too many members of Retirement Club are there. They should be able to close out this last 30 seconds. And even though they are up in scoreline, nobody is positive on their team. This just shows they work so well and find the kills when it matters.
No, I completely agree. And if you look at the main map, Classic is completely rotated over P3. There is no pressure whatsoever by Retirement Club. So they're going to have to get over there very quickly and try to find these kills just as efficiently as they can.
And how efficient can you be, as electric aim showing why he has the aim in the name. Desi working his way on in. Unfortunately, the headshot doesn't go his way, as again, Josh Fleazy, 32 and 17. He has the potential to drop a 40 bomb, but who else? None other than Rush finds one, but immediately the trades are in. Too many players from the side of Classic as they are holding down into this elephant room. Aim, he might be the only player to find an opening here as he gets one, goes out, challenges, but Jaden again holds it down. And now they're going to fight for these last 26 seconds, and Striker will get it. And I love that for the Retirement Club, because the side of the Barber can be relatively scrappy, but either team, they can win it on this next hill. It's just a matter of if Classic can hold on.
Yeah, no, and Classics had a great rotation over here. They had a 3v1, but Retirement Club's actually causing some issues here. Fleazy finds another kill and finally gets taken down by Electric Aim. Jane also is going to get taken down here. It's a big gunfight for Gunny. Trying to find a kill here, can't see through the smoke and gets taken down. Aquatic going to be alone in the back here to try to worry about this. Striker not sure where to go. There's players on Classic everywhere he looks. Jaden finds 2. Can he find the 3rd? He doesn't, and Tessie with a crazy 2-piece to kind of solid this up, and he gets a 3rd onto Fleazy as well with the pistol, and that's going to solidify game 1.
Oh, and that is the dagger in the end. Retirement Club, they're pulling out the dentures, and they're giving everything they got here to come away with the win. But my goodness, Desi, how did you pull that one off, my friend? Because he went absolutely God mode in that final hill as he made it simply look too damn easy.
And I guess it kind of just goes to show, the slay power isn't what means everything. Retirement Club did definitely get outslayed there, but they did end up taking away the map. I think Classics kind of just was a little bit slow on being heated up. Retirement Club actually just got out of their match, while Classic has been waiting for kind of a little bit right there. So I wonder if that has anything to do with the little bit of a slow start that we saw, and then they started firing up towards the middle, but it just wasn't enough.
And again, nobody went positive. There's one person who went even in the Retirement Club, yet they got outslayed and still won by 40 points. It shows they know their fundamentals and how they want to play these maps, in particular Mercado, because typically in these hard points, now, at least in this Call of Duty, it harps on the rotations, as the other ones didn't necessarily do so because they were a lot more contested. In this game, it's cut and dry. You get the rotations, you get those first initial set of kills, you push out the map and make sure you are cutting off any reinforcements. You got to peel back those layers of defenders if you're being the team trying to break. And Retirement Club, they did a good job, and they're showing why they deserve to be in this losers round 2.
No, yeah, the Retirement Club may not have been winning a lot of the rotations, and Classics was just set up on new more times than not, but Retirement Club was just finding the important gunfights, working them together. We weren't seeing them get, a lot of kills the way that we're seeing Classics on that P1 right after the P7, but they didn't really capitalize off all the kills that they were getting. The time kind of just sat white, and they were just kind of getting the kills as they came. They definitely could have gotten a little bit more time off that.
They absolutely could have, but again, hindsight 2020, you had a few players popping off, and I don't even know what Josh Fleazy finished at, but he still was like 35 and 20, and you have one of your players do that. But again, like you said, it's not about the slay power, it's about being able to hop into the hill, and you kind of felt like Josh Fleazy, he wasn't being that player to hop on into the hill, and potentially that's a little bit of a problem moving forward. If you go farther on into this tournament, you cannot just have people going rogue whenever they want. Does it help in the kill feed? Absolutely. But in the long run, if he's not getting the time and nobody else is, it's going to make it that much more difficult. And they ended up losing it by 40. And there's a few big gunfights for scrap time. That Retirement Club, they fought for all of the scrap. They were literally not letting anything go to the clock.
Yeah, I think that's really where they got most of their time, honestly, was scrap time, because they never really had a solid full 60 hold other than the first P2 at the beginning of the game. But they, like you said, they were fighting hard for scrap. They're like, all right, Classics just keeps rotating out. They're going to give us this 25. We just need to take it.
And it kind of felt like a little bit of a sloppy Mercado, right? It didn't feel like anybody had, really solid holds. There was one or two, like you said, on the map. But overall, every team would kind of had a setup, would get broken, get rebroken. It was just really back and forth. So, but the Retirement Club, they clearly had the better fundamentals because they got outslayed and still won by 40 points.
No, yeah, I completely agree. They were just playing for the scrap and just playing for as much time as they could get, while I think Classics more trying to play for their setups and more for their full 60s other than actually getting the last 20 seconds.
And now coming into a new map and mode, the Asilo, first time we're getting a glimpse at this on Championship Sunday. And the Retirement Club, I'm surprised these old men, they are moving across the map right now, is trying to take any advantage they can, but they take it slow. This is a game of chess, not checkers. And they're giving a lot of positioning to the side of Classic. But really, you don't have trophies. You don't have dead styles to work with. And this is kind of typically how you'll see an opening El Asilo. And you might not be feeling as confident in your submachine guns to maybe take over a site, and Gunny on the other side or in the middle of the map finds a beautiful shot with the sniper.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see the sniper on this map for sure. I also agree with the dead silence thing. Everyone's going to try to play it slow, but Jaden finds two as Fleazy gets taken down. Going to make it a 3v1 for Electric Aim, who has the sniper in hand.
And probably one of the weapons that you really do not want to have in a 1v3 because you have the pistol. Going to make it that much more difficult. Oh, he looks high. Unfortunately, the player was low. And he's going to give that call out, tries to pull it out. Can he win it? The dead slide kind of there is, it will be Gunny toying with his food in Classic. GG. They bounce back, get the first round on the board. And remember, this is the map pick for the side of retirement, as they ended up stealing a pretty good Mercado. So you want to take this 2-0 advantage if you can get it.
I love to see it, that we got some snipers on this Asilo, though, because I've seen some people not snipe on this map, and they just get clobbered because of it. So I do like to see this.
And a lot of the times it's for that field side, right? It's getting that control and backing down the player who watches over the B site, and that's exactly what Classic is doing. They're trying to get it early, but Electric Aim return to sender, my friend, as he finds the first blood onto Rek, and now Desi. He's pressured, but ooh, a little cheeky angle takes down Jaden, and immediately Retirement Club, they are up in the 4v2, but with Josh Fleazy on the map, has the bomb, he could easily take over this A site if he wanted to.
I also believe Gunny has a sniper, so they're in a very, very bad predicament, I feel like. I like this out Striker, just holding down this right side. He doesn't know that Gunny's here. I don't think Gunny knows he's here either. Fleece's going to catch some eyes onto him. Gunny's already close with the pistol, going to take him down, going to be able to pick up that scar. Fleezy gets out with his life, as Gunny's just going to hold over him with the sniper.
And maybe they're trying to wrap this one towards B, and might not be the worst play I've seen, but oh, Desi, unfortunately, the elbow, a little bit of a wide peek, and Josh, he gets that information, somebody tossed a trophy, and now, just like this, the map has been turned on its head. Electric Aim, what do you got, my friend? You're in a 1v2, gets one, but not able to get the other. Classic GG in a 2v4 clutch up.
No, that's just beautifully played out. Gunny and Josh Fleazy right there, you know? They were obviously calming, working that left side together. Fleazy got some information. Gunny was able to capitalize off of it. Fleazy goes crazy inside of the main building right there. He gets that kill onto Desi, I believe, in tools, and they just chows onto A-bomb and just rips whoever was on couches and just gets that bomb down.
And in that situation, you maybe want to be a little bit more close-knit, because nobody was able to get a trade. It was 1v1s, and you can't have that happen when it comes to these big rounds, and you know how massive it is. So Retirement Club kind of throw that one away, and Desi, he gets tagged up relatively quick, but Josh Fleazy already on the quick side flank. Dead Silence is popped, and oh, he bust in through the door. I don't know how I like that, but he still will find one. But the Striker ended up finding his first on the other side. Jaden, good shot. Gunny as well, again with the pistol. The man is sitting at 4-1, and now a 1v3 for Rush.
I mean, there's not much that Rush can really do in this situation, you know? Like, he has the bomb, but, like, if he lays it, he's just going to die. I don't think anyone on Classics has an idea of where Rush really is on the map, so that is really all he has going for him. But as soon as this bomb gets put down, I don't know how he's going to make it out of here.
I don't know how he is either, but he's going to have a lot of players to deal with, as they are going to try to clear it out, and they still know he has not exited. They're going to be tossing out these nades. Gets one. Ooh, almost gets Gunny.
Almost gets the two.
But it wouldn't have mattered. Jaden would have been immediately there for the trade. It would have had to been a blunder from the side of Classic. The retake, though, simply too easy. They played the numbers perfect. As, man, they're up 3-0, and they're not looking to slow down.
I also love to see that they're going to be going up 3-0 after losing that hardpoint. Kind of shows that they got some resilience, you know? This is losers. If you lose, you're out, you know? So after losing that map 1, they didn't really slow down. They regained really easily off of it, and they're just coming down shooting.
Coming down shooting indeed. And remember, Classic, they actually stole a map from Cerberus Esports, and it probably was the search and destroy. So that's the one thing going for Classic. If they can stay consistent in the respawns, at least get one, and then just go to the map 5s and take those searches, that's what you're looking for. Rush finds one, Striker gets the second, and now Jaden and Rek in a 2v3. We've seen these type of situations before, and Striker's getting, oh my goodness, the best time, and he absolutely could, but
Not sure where he went, and he gets taken down for it. I can't believe he didn't see him go around the wall. But nonetheless, that's going to make it a 2v2 versus Jaden and Raquak versus Rush and Electric Aim.
I thought he saw him go around that wall, so I was confused too, and maybe not. Needs to get the glasses checked, or potentially a new prescription for him, and now they have an information that a trophy's on the point, so probably one player laying in wait as Rek pre-firing these angles. Jaden's going to go out, but oh, Rek doesn't need the help. He'll take the Gunny. And now, ooh, Electric Aim could toss a beauty of a nade. Will it connect? Yes, it will. He only has the pistol. He has to pull this one off. He has to get a beautiful snipe. First one goes down. Wreck. Oh, he's going to push the pressure. He's going to push it. Oh, and he's not
take him down.
Not able to do it.
I mean, Classic is just looking like a masterclass S&D team right here. They were playing really, really well in the Mercado overall, but would have liked to see it go a bit better. But this Asilo honestly just looks flawless. You can tell that they're communicating well. They're playing it very, very smart. They're 2v4ing.
And it's just easy. It's just easy for the side of Classic, and they got it again with the numbers disadvantage. 1 and 4 for Desi, 2 and 4 for Striker, and then 3s across the board for Rush and Electric. But everybody on the side of Classic, they're doing a great job just staying alive. That's the biggest thing. They're waiting for their most and best opportunities. Is, oh, a sniper is missed. Does he get a second chance? He does, but unfortunately, it will be Wreck who gets to, and not to mention the glide bomb to boot. Striker already onto this A site. He does have to go back and pick up the bomb, but this should be a 2v2 retake, but oh no. Gunny, he doesn't care. He might go out and try to challenge this.
Oh, and both members on the side of Classics get taken down by the members on Retirement Club. So that's going to actually get them on the board. They just won their first round. If I'm on the side of Retirement Club, that might shut down a little bit of Classics momentum and might build some of our own.
Ooh, and Striker, I think he played it perfectly, because I thought if he was maybe going to try to plant that bomb early, he might have gotten caught off of it. Still, you get finally one round on the board in the Retirement Club. Can they pull this one off? I mean, you would have to come back and almost pull off a full sail. Granted, not quite that. Still, it would be impressive, as they have been doing a good job getting a lot of these first bloods. And Gunny still has a sniper out along with Electra, so this is going to be the gunfight, and Gunny, he still got it.
I love to see the snipes out. Gunny, Electric game right there. A little bit of a sniper duel, but Gunny comes out on top. Striker laying down towards the back end of his spawn, trying to see if anyone's going to try to come through for a flank here. I like this out Fleazy. He's trying to clear his own little checkers area, but look at Desi. He's coming around back here. I don't know if Gunny has any idea that he's back here. And Desi definitely has the opportunity to make something happen, but he is playing it very, very slow.
He just does not have the dead silence, so he really has to play slower, crouch walk everywhere he wants to go. And Striker, he gets this information, but oh my lord, Josh Felizi, my man, coming out here and looking dominant. So far as Classic, they put themselves in the 4v2. Now can you pull off a clutch if you are the side of Retirement Club, and it's going to start with Rush. Finds the first, but he knows the bomb is being worked towards A.
I really like that Rush playing the way that he is, but he also gets Gunny. He's going to make it a 2v2. Fleazy has to go crazy here and has to take down Rush. He sees him. He's going to try to get some shots off. Going to get away with his life. He's going to get flanked as well, just playing his life to the best that he can. I'd love to see this movement out of him, but Rek gets taken down by Desi towards Keg Alley. Fleazy trying to find one more. Desi jumps on, hangs onto the fence. 22 seconds remaining. Rush going to be holding this pre-aim right here. Fleazy going to run into it and get taken down. Nice little clutch out of Retirement Club right there.
And they get the 2v4 back in their favor, and that's 2 rounds. And it's all due to Mr. Rush himself, as he got 3. Again, it's just a lot of these 1v1s. Nobody is trying to take control of that site. Classic was doing it. They've been perfect on the retakes, but unfortunately, their bomb planner got caught out. Then Rush ended up going to the outside. I'm not sure how he found that second one, maybe from top window or something like that. So maybe had a little bit more information than the other team, but still, the side of Retirement Club, they are not going away. And hey, it comes into the swing round, round 7. This is going to be big and could determine maybe the outcome of this map 2.
Yeah, and you're seeing a little bit of a turnaround right here at Retirement Club. They're down 4-0, now they're only down 4-2. It might be a little bit of a sign here that they're on the way for this comeback. Fleazy gonna have to try to maybe find one here. Just closes the door, gets flown at, and Striker takes him down. I like the aggression out of Retirement Club here. Looks like they're gonna maybe try to get this bomb down. They're actually not gonna plant it. Requatic trying to get this wall bang. Not really gonna find anything though.
Yeah, Rex trying to do everything he can to delay that plant. As one player is through mid, so he might go out and catch him. Will he do it? No, not before the bomb goes down. But oh, it is just chaos around this A site. Striker is somehow still alive, but this is what happens when you don't have the numbers. You can't have a player just pushing in, and Striker will get one. It's a 2 for 2 though, but Rush is still there on 4 in a row, gets the read, and that's another 3 on the board. Retirement Club, that's 3 rounds in a row. Can Classic, I mean, are they starting to have a little bit of a breakdown here, Zapio?
I mean, this kind of just turns into Classic had all the momentum, and it's just completely gone. Retirement Club has taken 3 rounds in a row. They're probably hitting themselves like, what are we doing? This was going so well. What's going wrong? What did we change, and why did we change it?
And I mean, honestly, it's not what was going wrong. I mean, they had a 1v2 and then a 2v4, so you can kind of consider everything is even in that regards, but and including the stat line as well, but everybody from the side of Classic still looking pretty good, and they're wanting to work their way over towards B, but look at number 4. I want to go to Electric Aim because he's going to have a cheeky sniping angle as he's watching over. Desi is... The fly bomb gets called in, but the trophy goes down. That's still the information game. Rush on 5 in a row, and he's looking for a streak of his own.
Yeah, no, Side Classics has to take down Rush now. They don't have time to let him get one more kill. If he gets that cruise, it's going to spell disaster.
And the reposition coming out from Electric is, oh, he might catch out this player. And just beautiful time. Striker, though, will take down Wreck. So it's going to be a 3v2. And now, if you're number 5, look at Gunny. He's trying to pull around, but Jaden also gets caught. And now a 1v3 Gunny. My goodness, you're feeling a little nervous right now, and he actually sees the sniper, and he's trying to go hunting. Can he grab him? But nope, the coverage is their Retirement Club from 0-4 down have fought it back to even.
Yeah, I mean, this could be the first time the Retirement Club takes the lead in this map, you know? Like, right now, if they take this next round, if you're on Side Classics, you're worried.
Oh, worried is an understatement right now. Their hands are probably shaking. As, I mean, they look like they were like, hey, we could probably chalk this one up. We got this one in the bag. But there's a reason Retirement Club picked it for a reason. It's because they are never truly out of it. Yeah, they might have retired from work, but you can never take the player out of the... Or you can never take the game out of the player. As Retirement Club, they're playing this one passing, so a great change of pace for them. Classic, they do have this full A-site control. A few wall bangs coming on in, but nothing connecting.
Rush still has not gotten that streak, so if they could somehow shut him down before he gets that kill, and then they can push us to maybe even either around 10 or around 11 here. Without that streak, it's going to make a difference. But Desi's going to catch Rek out on the flank as Rush is still waiting for his kill to come to him, and they are just not moving.
They are truly just taking their time. It will be Rush trying to go on in, and he won't be able to find a kill, but Striker is there. Josh Fleazy, he somehow gets to it. He's just jumping all around the point, unfortunately, not able to do it. A 1v2 for Jaden. Does he have it in him? And no, he doesn't. And basically, you have gotten 5 rounds in a row. Look at the old heads out there. They are repping for everybody who's probably 25 and older, I would say.
Also, even though they did lose that round, they did shut Rush down on that streak. So if they can push this to around 11, they have a very fair chance of actually taking it.
And I just love this. You get to take a quick peek at everybody. Locked and loaded. You love the resilience coming out of this squad. As now, Classic GG's, what has happened? Where have you gone? You look so good at the start of it, but it's the mid-round adjustments that have truly catapulted Retirement Club into a phenomenal spot. Now only 1 round away from being 2-0 up, and guess what? It's Rush finding another first blood.
Yeah, Rush is just doing his thing. 10-6. Him and Striker are both 10-6 actually, kind of doing their thing. They've been really helping with this little comeback that they've got. And now they have the lead. Everyone on Side Classics trying to play his passive, not wanting to give anything away for free towards Retirement.
And right now, Jaden is trying to play it slow, but guess who tries to come on in through the middle, or maybe got caught, through the middle of the map, and that will be indeed Wreck. As now you're in another 2v4. Do you have the ice? Desi's going to catch out Gunny, but Stryker finds Jay. It's a 1v4, and he knows it's all over. And look at those guys. Oh, you know what? This just fist bumps all around. It's just another day in the retirement home as they are feeling good.
Yeah, nah, being up 4-0 and then losing 6-4 is definitely not a good feeling whatsoever. But that does mean that we are gonna have this control means a lot. Like this control has the series on it. I would love to see a reverse sweep. I want to see a map 5, and I'm very, very excited to actually see what goes on here. I think if Classics can stay consistent, then they are definitely going to be like a little force to be looking at, because they were doing great in the start of this S&D, and then they kind of just let it slip away. They lost some momentum, and that's when they really fell apart. But we do have Hotel Control coming up next.
And a hotel. I mean, if you were retired, that's probably where you're going to be going to the spa, and everybody's going to be checked on, and we'll happen to see if the side of Retirement Club can close this one out. But my goodness, they won 6 rounds straight, Zapio. Simply something that you cannot teach. And there's a reason why they picked that map. They said, hey, we kind of got a feel for how these guys are playing, and they did throw away 1 or 2 of those rounds. So it really easily could have been a 6-2 or a 6-3. Still, Retirement Club, they are showing why they are so good when it comes to that search and destroy. And like you said, Hotel, I said whoever takes this map 3 is going to win the series, and it very well could be Retirement Club in what could be considered an upset.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I do want to get pushed back at least to a map 5. Just want to see some more out of this little set that we got going on here. I think these teams are very, very well matched up together. I think both have like the opportunity and the skill to actually win it, but I do want to see it go the distance.
And this is one that absolutely could. Like you said, both of these two teams, it doesn't feel like anybody's truly outclassed, right? I think it was just the side of maybe Retirement doing a good job at those mid-round adjustments. They played well together. Not to mention, they were down, I think, 5-2 in first bloods. They got it back to even at 5-5. So even when they didn't have the numbers, they still played extremely well. And on the side of Classic, that's something you got to look back. And when you saw their setups, they played a little bit too spread out. Nobody was able to get a trade. It felt like they just were always caught out in a bad position, bad posture, and maybe the sniper wasn't necessarily the way to go. It seemed like it was kind of hit or miss per round, and you have to realize when you don't have the numbers in on that A site, you need to put away the sniper, pull out the submachine gun, and maybe just 3-hit it. And I think if the side of Classic was able to do that with the way that Josh Fleazy is so aggressive, they probably would have been able to take that map too.
No, I completely agree. I think as soon as you're done with the first couple rounds, you feel out how the other team is going to be playing. That's when you can pull out a gun and really adjust to it. But that never really happened on side Classic. But on the side Retirement Club, they kind of figured out what Classic wants to do, how they're going to play, what Fleazy's going to do, what route he's going to take, and they slowed down. They just played their deep angles, and they just got their kills, and then they made the advancements.
And coming into a map like Control, especially on Hotel, the one thing I always preach is don't overcommit, because I've seen it time and time again where teams on that A site, right, they go and defend restaurant, and the defenders might get a 3 or 4 down, but they don't leave that one player lurking towards B. So if you get 4 down and your players across that 50-yard line, they will spawn right on the bottom side of steps or right outside of that long hallway. All the players from the attacking side could easily hop onto B, and they could literally just quad stack it. And if they have a trophy or 2 to work with, I mean, it's a done deal for them, because you're forcing that other team to either have to go all the way back through their spawn or cut it through middle, and you will probably have all those angles covered, or at least have an idea of where that push is coming from. So don't overcommit when it comes to that defense on that A site. Chalk it up, make sure you play your life, but always have a player roaming in that bottom bedroom, because we know how annoying that can be.
I completely agree. You want to be spawning the other team out as far as you possibly can. If you have bedroom control, that's exactly what you're going to be doing.
Whew. But talk about composure, right? Coming out of retirement, going down 0-4, and then winning 6 straight. And you saw it, everybody. I mean, they weren't talking shit or anything. They don't need to, because they're just like, hey, our gameplay does it for us, as they took it 6 rounds in a row. And let's actually go back and talk about that map 1, right? It was a 250 to 2 10, I believe. And it was kind of a little bit of a scrappy Mercado. No team really getting a longer edge or a bigger edge than, 30 or 40 points at a time. They were kind of flip flopping. But what was it that the side of retirement was able to do to allow them to kind of take that map one?
I mean, kind of goes over back to what you were saying about overcommitting, except they were overcommitting towards old time, which I would personally think is a bad play, but it worked out for them. They did it consistently. They always ended up winning the scrap every single hill and let Classics rotate because they trusted their own gun skill to be able to work through and actually break the new hills on Mercado, which is not an easy thing to do. But every single time they accomplished it, every single time they held the rest of the scrap and Classics just left it. They didn't really put much pressure towards it. So I think that's what really kept Retirement Club in the game was all four of them being on the same page of commitment towards scrap.
Yeah, and the perfect example of that was coming out of the P3 to P4 is there's one player left on in. I think it was Josh Fleazy. He was trying to hold it down, but you had one or two players come out and challenge on the side of the retirement, and they ended up winning it. But there was still about, like we said, 15, 20 seconds, and they had all three of the players just screeching through the middle of the map and then one trying to pull on a flank. So you still had 15, 20 seconds left, and the rest of Classic had already transitioned. And so what that causes, if the side of retirement end up finding any more of those kills on that rotation, since you were there so early, you're going to spawn out. And that's kind of what made the side of retirement do so well in those scrappy type of hills. And unfortunately, you had Josh drop like 34 and 18, something along that stat line for Classic. So it shows you do not need to slay. They completely got out-mentaled, and it just came down to those fundamentals. And retirement shows that they are so good at it because they had nobody go positive. They had one person go even. Everybody else was like probably -1, -2, but still, it shows because they were still able to close that one out pretty convincingly.
No, I completely agree. They played it very, very well. And then going into the S&D, they kept composure, being down 4-0. I think this is just a very, very composed team and makes it so that they're able to come back even from a large deficit.
The only problem that I have with them going forward is, do you have the slay power, right? It kind of feels like they might be lacking in that regard. So when you play a team that's a little bit more well-oiled and everybody's popping off on the other side, there could be some blowout of matches. Either way, they took down Classic in that map one, and they're looking to do so in a 3-0 fashion when it comes to this control. But you were saying you want to see a reverse sweep, and I couldn't agree with you more. We want to see those map 5 round 11s, and it's got to start here.
Yeah, and starting off at this game, Fleazy's actually going to get the first blood as Classic's going to be working towards A right here. Fleazy just trying to put some pressure on Electric Aim, and he's actually going to get taken down. Desi trying to play this slow. He's gonna take down Gunny. That's going to be 3 dead on the side of Classics. Jaden going to go huge and get the kill onto Electric Aim here. Trying to even secure just the second tick, and he's going to get Desi in the process as well. Striker playing such a great angle. He's going to find 2, and Jaden still going huge. And he gets another one. Jaden on a 4 streak just to start off the map.
And what a great job by Jaden just staying alive. But Striker, he almost got a play and a half. He found 2, eagled the 3rd. Unfortunately, the 4th player was coming out and had that information of where he was, so just shot him in the side. But look at Desi. He finds 2. Oh my goodness, he almost finds a 3rd as well. But Jaden, already a 5-0 start. This is exactly what you need. And then trying to potentially get that glide bomb as he goes out, but Electric had the right weapon at close range. Striker in the perfect position in top hotel bedroom. But again, it's a slow, methodical game in Classic. They need to play at the pace of Retirement Club, slow and play for the kills.
I mean, yeah, you see Classic, they're just trying to be a little bit too aggressive, I feel like. Retirement Club just is always behind them, shooting them in the side, shooting them in the back. Or even like here, Rush is so close up to them, they don't even know that people are crossing. They're just playing it way too fast, and I don't think that they're really playing structured enough.
And look at the way that Desi is just toying with them as he's currently on 3 in a row. The man is just dolphin diving across the map. Is Gunny going to win it? Yes, he will. I think the player was a tad bit weak. and the club also is up in lives, but now you have 3 players down, and now this is the opportunity to strike. Go on in and start to either double or triple stack it, and they actually find the player on the backside. So this is a great spot for the side of Classic. It's just a matter of holding on, but they are playing it, and they are finding the kills. The trades come through. One more player, and oh, it's Josh Fleazy with the overlook, but Jaden has no help on the hill, no trophies. If you toss your nades, you could cause a lot of problems, but Jaden, he doesn't even need the help. He's winning every other gunfight anyway.
That's going to be the first round going towards Classic. I mean, I was saying that they were playing a little bit too aggressive right there, but honestly, it kind of worked out, you know? Gunny ends up finding one onto Godheady. He goes and he sifts out the guy who got through bed, and his team they just got all the kills. And at the end, you saw all of them just dove out onto the point, just secured the tick so fast that Retirement Club couldn't do anything about it.
And it was kind of a big picture, right? You needed to find those kills, and that's the one thing you can't do in control is go 3 down, because immediately the other team's going to probably hop onto the point, kind of force your hand if you're one of those players. But it's all about the timing of when to emerge from the depths, because I've seen players where it's a triple stack and they wait to literally the last possible second on that 3rd tick coming through before they go out, just so that their team has enough time to get in position and at least help and cause some of those eyes to turn. But so far, the side of Retirement Club, they're just going back to Old Faithful. They should be able to secure this A site, providing that nothing too crazy happens. But whoo, Wreck coming in from the top shelf will take one down.
Yeah, and everyone on the side of Classics is doing pretty well, other than Wreck. You know, 3-8 now. He's on 2 streak. Maybe make a little bit of a comeback for himself right here, but he started pretty slow. And I hope that he actually brings this back, because I think this could help Classic actually take this round if he can kind of step it up a little bit. Striker's going to be shooting Jane in the back right here. He's going to also take Fleazy. Fleazy's going to get 2 on the Russian Striker. He's actually going to push up into Freezer, it looks like, almost. Kind of just like applying a lot of pressure. Rex going to be coming through main, and Desi playing his life on their main. Gunny with a great nade to get them off of B. Fleazy trying to get a little bit aggressive here. Going to get into top bed. He's going to take down Striker. He gets him. He's going to be playing the back plat, just being annoying. He's going to make all the players on the Retirement Club look for him.
Yeah, and now they're already onto the B site, but Desi has been behind this spot for so long, and he's really kind of been out of the play and out of the game for this round, and he finally decides to move and realizes, hey, I got to start doing something for the squad. But look at the position the side of Classic is in. It's a good straight line across that B site, and they should be able to just close out and take down Desi, which they absolutely do. They will give up that A site, but hey, you're up 20-13. You're feeling pretty good coming on in.
I do like this out Classics right here. Instead of overcommitting, I guess they are sort of overcommitting, but I do like that they are clear. I mean, they cleared it. They stopped that tick. That tick was half a millisecond away from being taken. But as you can see, all 3 players on Classic, besides Gunny playing at A, are all going to be rotating over here towards B. Gunny's going to be in a very, very crazy 1v3. He's going to get 1. Fleazy finds another. The other 2 players are both on A. Looks like they're going to actually be taking A, but like you said, the life counter is not looking great for Retirement Club. It's 18-7. And Aquatic, it looks like he's going to get some shots onto 1, but not quite get the kill. Just holding his top cat, maybe getting some bad timing, but he gets shot from dub arches. And now it's a 17v5. It's not looking great.
The one thing we can talk about the club is you can never count them out, right? They always seem like they're well and truly in it, but Josh Fleazy, 15-7, 8 in a row. Jaden, 13-6, make it 9 in a row. Jaden finds a kill, Wreck finds it, and this is too easy, as it's going to be Striker. Unfortunately, it looks like he might have pissed off Wolverine, an X-Men reference for anybody out there, but it looks like the side of Classic, they're going to go 2-0 up here in the control.
Now, we love to see this. I mean, 2-0 out Classic, you know, one more round and we're going to a map 4, which I would always love to see.
And right now you can see everybody, Jaden, feel a little bit loose. You can see that they're maybe starting to get that confidence, and I think that's the thing with the side of Classic. They know they have better players. It's just a matter of making it all click. And right now, it seems like everybody is frying. Jaden, 14-6. Fleazy, 16-7. Gunny, 13-9. But everybody putting in a good amount of damage. One player you happen to see on the side of the club, it's Rush. He had a great search and destroy. Currently kind of a little bit of a cool start here. He maybe needs to find a few more kills, and I think once he does, this easily could be completely turned around. But oh my goodness, he just gets smoked. Jaden showing why he is one of the best submachine guns at this tournament.
I mean, we saw it round one. Jaden on A point is not to be chowed. He's won some crazy gunfights. I'm pretty sure he got like 4 kills on the first round at A, and now he already has 2. A secured. Rush is in a very bad spot. Fleazy gonna find 2. Fleazy just going crazy. He finds a third. Gonna try to look for the 4th here. Gonna touch B. He hears one top bet, I believe. He sees Electric Game. He's gonna take the 4th kill. And all the players are just getting taken down one by one. Aquatic gang gonna get snuffed out right there. Gonna get some shots down, but gets taken down in the long run. Fleazy, I believe, was just on a 13 streak or something. So that means he definitely has his streak. He's still going crazy. Gets another one to Electric. Pushes into main right here. Aquatic's is gonna cut off his mid for him. Gonna save his life, it feels like. Fleazy gonna have to make a fast play. Almost gets the kill on the rush, but finally gets taken down.
And Fleazy actually went on a 15 kill streak. So that's absolutely insane, especially in an environment like this when you need a player to perform. Fleazy is going above and beyond for his team to try to come on in. But oh, an unfortunate team trophy kill. That is just nothing you can do, but Fleazy, he makes up for it. They're going to stack this. You have one player in position. Rush, you got to go big. Can you do it? As it's going to be Fleazy. He is alone, but they get the cap in Classic GG. Get it in a 3-0. This series, it is not done yet.
I mean, for me, the MVP of that map is definitely Fleazy. He was just going crazy. You know, he would go on a 15 streak, you kill him, and he's right back. He's already back on a 2 or back on a 3, just frying. Jaden's going off 2. On the A point, no one could touch him. Overall, Classic just looked completely dominant. Retirement Club did not look like they even had a chance. Fleazy had 2,600 damage. That's more than anyone else in the lobby.
I mean, that's basically 2 of the players combined. Rush sitting at 6 and 18, triple negative, and then one more player. I think it was Striker sitting at 9 and 19, so also double negative. And maybe this is the complete momentum shift. And you could kind of tell that this was a close series, right? This is an easy, chance to be able to predict this could be a reverse sweep. And now going on into the Fortress, and if I'm Retirement Club right now, I would be a little bit scared because the way that Fleazy was roaming in that control, I mean, Al-Bagra Fortress could be 10 times worse. But again, it doesn't come down to the slave power in Hardpoint. It comes down to those fundamentals and just getting the holds when it matters most, making big plays in big ways. And it just seems like Retirement Club, they don't really have that player that pops off, and it's kind of maybe that's their kryptonite, right? Their teamwork goes a long way when it comes to a team that outmatches you a little bit, but when you have a superstar like Fleazy and like some of those other players like Jaden, teamwork essentially can go out of the windows at times because you just do not step up or do not stack up when it comes to that talent base.
I completely agree. I feel like Classic I think all 4 players on Classic have the potential to just have that pop-off moment where they get a 3-piece, get a 4-piece, and just save the game, kind of like how we were seeing in other series. But so far, we really haven't seen Retirement Club have anyone really just do something crazy and get a 3-piece, get a 4-piece, So, like, if Retirement Club can kind of show us that they do also have that pop-off potential, they could still take this series. But right now, I honestly have my money on Classic.
And Classic is looking so good, but everybody, we are going to cut it to a short break, so don't go anywhere. Map 4 between Classic and Retirement Club coming up right after this. Everybody, welcome back as we're about to kick off this map 4 here shortly. Retirement Club versus the side of Classic GG in the losers round 2. And I mean, if you lose this series, you essentially go home empty-handed. You came all the way for nothing. But Zaprio, you were talking about how you can see this one going all the way to a map 5 Classic GG. It truly feels like they were never out of it, even though they kind of botched that map too.
No, yeah, for sure. I think they kind of understand, like, the S&D, they kind of just trolled it. They came back on that control. They said, forget about the search, forget about the Mercado. Let's just focus on this map. That was a very brisk 3-0 out of them right there. I went and talked to them really quick during the break. They're feeling very, very confident about this. I'm excited to see this Fortress because what we were just talking about is like the pop-off potential. And seeing Fleazy going on a 15 kill streak in the middle of a hotel control, no less. Like, I'm very excited to see what he can do on Fortress.
Yeah, and you got to be scared if you were the retirement club, and it just feels like if you were in that nursing home, like none of your kids are gonna see you if Lisi ends up showing up because he could potentially push us to a map 5, and map 5 will be classic GG's map pick, so it's gonna be on that hotel, and I have a feeling just the way that map 2 went, it could go easily to a round 11, and who wouldn't want a potential reverse sweep on map 5 round 11? But first, you got to get it done here in the Hardpoint map 4 Al Bagra Fortress. Everybody, let's get a W in the chat because we have another extended series on our hands.
I'm really excited to see how this goes, but right off the rip, Flea's gonna get one. Jaden's gonna actually team kill him with the nade and find one for himself. He's gonna be playing this time. Striker gonna try to mix things up a little bit, gonna come in, find her aquatic, but Jaden off the top rope, gonna be jumping down and frying him. Electric aim finds two. Fleazy cleans it up with a 2 of his own, and aquatic is already pushed through for Forklift. Gonna be blocking these back spawns and spawning out Retirement Club back P3. Not a position you want to be in with 20 seconds left on P1.
And right now, he's put in a tough spot because he's just trying to stay alive and maybe be a problem, but Rush, he's going to go down. I mean, I wouldn't want to go up against a 1v1, but the kill feed also completely orange, and you love that. Everybody playing patiently, and now with 5 seconds left, you have that information of where the push is coming from, and Gunny, I love that position. He realized, hey, that entire P3 side of the map towards Blacksmith is open, and so he just peeks it, finds one, and now the rest of his teammates, they are fully set up here when it comes to this Gallows, and oh my goodness, Fleazy almost just jumped in to a few shots, but Striker and the side of Retirement Club, they are pushing the pace, and they should be able to find the blade, but Wreck, wow, what a turn.
Now, Quack read that perfectly, playing through the back right there, but Jane gets the turn onto Electric Aim after taking down Rush, and Gunny gets another one. Striker comes in and Fleas cleans it up, and that's going to be 30 more points towards Classics unless Rush can do something about this. And already on the minimap, you can see Quack trying to work for P1 control, and he gets through. He's going to be working towards Ring right here. Gets naded out towards Ring, and Gunny's going to be pushing this out and gets taken down. Gets caught throwing a trophy. But Aquatic's already going to be playing through the front. He knows he's going to have a 1v2 here. He's going to get some shots down, but not enough to get any kills going forth.
In Retirement, you could tell they wanted to fight for maybe a little bit of that P2 scrap time. Unfortunately, they just did not have the numbers to be able to make that push without spawning completely out as Striker, my goodness, he's starting to have a game. Oh, and he almost grabs a third, but he will be shut down in 1 before streak. So Jaden, good stuff from him, making sure that the streaks are not earned, but Electric Aim has also been lights out here. The only player who had a really bad map 3, it was Rush, and guess what? He's only 2 and 6 as well.
Gunny almost gets the third there. He takes down 2 with Jane cleaning it up, but Striker also gets taken down by Gunny. Electric Aim getting traded out by Aquatic. Gunny on a 5. He's 1 off of his streak. This could be really very important if they can get this streak going. Gunny's just going crazy. He gets another one. He's going to finally get that streak. Working through P1 side here. Going to try to get Forklift spawns. And he actually is going to spawn out Retirement Club back towards Old, but he's going to get taken down as Aquatic alone here. Trying to look towards rails, trying to see if there's anyone going to be up top here when he really just needs to play his life.
And he's actually sitting here and playing it perfectly because nobody wants to push out and maybe have that chance to, you know, at least throw away their life. But oh my goodness, the wall bang, and oh, I thought Electric was dead to rights, but he somehow comes away with 2. Rush watching over him, but oh, the one player you don't want to see is Josh Fleazy, but it will be Desi having that information, knowing that he can take down that one player. But now you have a little bit of pressure coming on in. The pre-fire's in. Desi looking good. Does he have the help from a few more of his teammates? Yes, but nobody's on the point. And Classic, you are feeling good about this as long as they're not getting time so easily. I mean, they're not going to be able to get a lead change, and you're still putting a lot of pressure on that hill.
Yeah, I like this out. Classic really putting a lot of pressure towards this, like you're saying, but also they're Retirement Club is spawning towards a new, but as you can see, Gunny just playing his life there, playing this corner. Josh and Rek both get 1. Desi finds 2. Gunny trying to play his life, seeing if he can get a kill here, which he looks like he's going to get 1. He just needs to play his life right here, which he's playing so very well, getting up top right here, playing his life. Striker actually going to hunt him down and find him. Fleazy also going to get taken down by Striker. Striker looking for a third. Doesn't seem like he's going to get it, but Desi's going to find one. Rek going to get one with the nade. Striker just trying to play this very slow, wait for someone to play into his hands, and nobody's giving him any freebies, and Rek is going to take him down.
And right now, it's a pretty good setup for the side of Retirement. Unfortunately, just not able to win enough gunfights, and that should be the opening that Classic needed. Is Desi, all he needs to do is stay alive, and he can just at least delay it. Gunny's close to death as a nade will come through, and he knows his end is near as well. Rush hops on in the point, but Rek, he has just been sitting in topside window, and that's got to be annoying and electric. You go in a 1v1 against the Vaznev in range. I'm going to take Josh Fleazy 9 times out of 10. But if you are Classic, you are still just outslaying the squad, but you are only up again by roughly 30 points. Somehow, even though you are getting absolutely bodied by 1 or 2 players, they still keep it close.
Yeah, I think they play really hard for the scrap, so it's hard for Classic to kind of keep control of both Old Hill and New Hill. I think that's just really what it comes down to, but already Jaden's going to be laying down in New. 20 seconds have already gone by, and Classic still holding forklift spawns, but it looks like Retirement Club is going to be spawning towards P5 and towards P2. And it looks like Classic's kind of aware that this is going to be happening here. Electric Aim going to try to dive out. He's going to get taken down. Jaden gets a nice little kill onto him, and then Gunny gets another one towards bench. Big 1v1 out, Desi and Gunny right here as Fleece throws the nade in. Rek's going to try to look for the crossfire, but starts to give it up a little bit. He's going to back up and try to look at his P5 right here. And now 2 players from Retirement Club are already through back P2, along with Desi playing through Art, and all control has gone to the side of Retirement Club.
Yeah, and this is perfect. Josh Fleazy, he has to go big. This has to be probably the best play you can make, and he is somehow scurrying across the map. That's got to be so frustrating because you know he's there, but Striker will be the player to hunt him down. So this is the full 60 the side of Retirement Club needs, but guess who is still there? It is Rek being so annoying and electric. That's a big one to at least reinforce the front side of the hill because you have lost the spawns and Rush is trying to stay alive. Oh, and he actually gets one. Desi's still there with the nades, and they are somehow still getting it done. Striker comes on in, but again, Retirement somehow, they are just not going away. It is so frustrating for the side of Classic because they've had the spawns, they just have not been able to get the break.
I mean, I love how Rek's playing this, just trying to make sure he's staying alive, peppering them up, letting his teammates coming through to get a few more shots. But already, Classics has 2 people towards back P3, but Retirement Club 3 slamming it, Gunning in a nice little position. Not sure if anyone on Retirement Club knows that he's actually here. As Electric Game's really looking forward towards front, and Rek gets taken down with the pistol through the wall, and Gunny's gonna get help from Jane to get that kill, and Desi working back time, and he's gonna keep taking down Jane.
Oh.
He's going on a 4 streak right now. Rek finally finds one. Electric Aim and Desi both go down. Rush and Striker find 2 for themselves as Jane has to play his life on the time. Can't really allow anyone on Retirement Club to really push this out, but there's not much you can do in a 1v4 situation like that.
And this is just good stuff from the side of Retirement. The transition from P2 to P3 is almost flawless. Unfortunately, they just were not able to hop on the time as early as they would want, and they should have another lead change. But again, they just are not going away, and we're talking about the side of Classic. Any of their players have that pop-off potential, but guess who's going big for the side of Retirement? Desi is 27 and 15, and then Striker is 23 even. And so you are still getting it done with 2 players, and now it's going to be virtually a tied game heading on into this P4 Cannons Hill.
Yeah, I mean, moving on to this P4 right here, Classic has to really lock down a full 60 if they want to make this set go to the distance. And Fleece is going to find one and get taken down by Rush. As Jane finds one, he's going to find a second with the nade, playing his life in the time right here, letting his teammates really worry about everything else. And as you can see, Retirement Club gaining these P2 spawns. Jaden gonna take the challenge, he's gonna win it. Electric Aim through the back. As Gunny hops over him, gets very unfortunate timing there. Electric Aim gets into the hill as Rex just playing his life, playing top single right here. Trying to see if he can get some shots down onto the Electric Aim in point. He's gonna hit him with a couple, not enough to kill him though. Finally takes him down. Desi just trying to play this top rail, seeing if he can control some more of the hill right here. He's going to take down Gunny. Fleazy's going to clean it up, though. This should be the last 20 seconds going over towards Classic, but they have to start thinking about the rotation.
Yeah, and the rotation, though, to the P5, it's usually a very scrappy, so you don't need to worry about it all that much. Still, they're going to get that last 10 seconds, and now you lose all the gunfights, and you will have no map control and kind of a little bit of a spawn out, and I don't think anybody from the side of Classic is going to read this. They absolutely don't, as one will end up dropping, make it 2, and now Rek, one of the players, and He has gone so big for the side of Classic before. Can he do it again? It doesn't look like that will be the case. 2 for 2. Trade Striker somehow still alive, has the help of one of his players, and guess who? It is Desi once again to cause problems, and Rush maybe starting to pick up the slack as he is 13 and 26 double negative. Still, the side of Classic, they're trying to hold on to this lead, but Retirement Club, they are slowly creeping up.
Now, I like that Classic is trying to keep this scrappy. You know, they're not afraid to let a little bit of time go as long as it means that they can keep controlling the map. Electric Aim going to try to take that gunfight. Fleazy's going to take him down. Fleazy with a very, very important gunfight. Jane gets taken down from behind as Fleazy gets one. Fleazy chows and gets taken down as well. But as you can see, again, Gunny playing towards New, kind of by himself here. He's going to get the kill onto Electric Aim, which is huge. He needs to try to get through Forklift side to kind of solidify these spawns. Because as you can see, Retirement Club is still spawning P2 as Rex going to take Striker down and he's going to take his teammate with him.
And they are trying to make this possible. Classic, all you want to do is just get a little bit of this P1 time, because Retirement Club, they cannot win it on that P2, but they transition so well on that last set of rotations from the 2 to 3, and can Electric Aim go big and maybe get a little bit of time and win that gunfight? And no, if he found that last bullet, they would not have spawned there, and so now you get flipped and you're not getting any of the time. You have one player who has dropped 36 kills, but look at Rush and then Striker. They find the opening, they flip the spawns, and now Jaden, all your job is to stay alive. Do not let them hunt you down. You have the dead silence. You need to find one of these kills, and guess what? He's going to do it against Rush, and his teammates are winning the gunfights up front. But again, Desi has been the reaper for Classic as the man is coming out trying to perform for the squad. They do not want to see this go to a map 5, but guess who else? It's Striker still going big, and here comes the streaks, and I don't think it will connect. Electric trying to take down Jaden, but Classic, they can win it here.
Classic really trying to hold down this P2 here. Jane goes huge, actually going to be bringing back the spawns for them, but Gunny gets snuffed out up top as Rek gets down on time. Jaden and Fleazy combine for a couple kills. Fleazy gets another one. They break their way in. 20 seconds left before they end up winning the game. Striker still in the back, needs to try to find a kill here, but also just needs to play his life in such a tight position. Rek trying to look at the back. Jane, all 4 players on Classic are all playing on the time, leaving no room for Retirement Club to actually get in. Desi finds one. Desi goes for the second. He's going to get taken down by Jane. 5 seconds left. Retirement Club has to go now if they have any chance of making it here. Electric Aim's going to find one. Fleazy's going to trade that out. Jane's going to get another one. And they just keep flooding through, and they all get taken down. And that's going to be map 4 going to Classics.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I smell a reverse sweep coming on in. The potential is there, but look at them. They're not getting hyped. They're not talking trash because they know this series is far from over, and it's going to start on the map 5, which will be the Hotel Search and Destroy. But you drop 42 and 26 if you're a Desi 4-0. But on the other side, look at Classic. You had 3 players go 35, 37, and 36. And that is what it was all about. The teamwork still a little sloppy because it felt like the side of Retirement Club at the end, they were not playing together. They felt like they had to challenge when it came to that last 20 seconds, and it just did not work out for them.
I mean, that was just a really nicely played Fortress. You know, when it came to that final P2, Jane played his life, solidifying them new spawns. He gets the kills that he needs to get, and all 4 players on Classics play the hill as tight as they possibly can, holding everything that they can. And honestly, Retirement Club had nowhere to go. It's either hit the hill and die or just let them win. There's nothing they could have really done in that situation. Classics played it beautifully.
Yeah, and they just kind of were tuckered up in both of those corners. And when you had, I think it was Jaden and Fleazy holding each other's angles, I mean, that's going to be difficult enough. And that's what ended up happening. I don't think Fleazy ended up going down maybe once in that final hill, but great stuff as they take it 250 to 190. But ooh, this series very well could have been a 3-1 in favor of Classic. They kind of dropped, like we said, that map too, but now coming on into the hotel. Honestly, Zappio, I have no idea who's going to take this one, but I mean, momentum base, you got to think it's going to be Classic.
I mean, if Classic can really start up the way that they did in the Asilo and get a few rounds on the board, like going up 3-0, 2-0 even, and kind of just like build a little bit of momentum, as long as they don't kind of choke up the way that they did on the Asilo, they shouldn't really have any problems coming into this hotel.
No, they absolutely shouldn't. But again, it's a mental game in Retirement Club. They have came down from a 4-0 deficit, took it in a 6-4, won 6 straight rounds, which is incredible enough. But you had a player that popped off, and it was Desi, and it kind of was like a flip flop from that first hard point where you had Fleazy drop basically the same amount of stats or similar stat line, and they just were not able to get it done. And the teamwork, it kind of felt like Retirement Club where they kind of felt like they were frazzled a little bit in that map 4. It just kind of felt like they weren't all challenging at the correct moments. And again, this is what they did to the side of Classic in that map 1. They made it scrappy where they just could not lock down a full hill of Classic. They played it perfectly.
Yeah, now Classic really recuperated from like all the issues that they were having, like map 1 when it came to like their rotations and everything. It kind of like felt like cleaned up. It looked like they were still hitting old, trying to play a little bit more for scrap, especially on the P4s. When it was going into P5, they kind of understood like we can let P5 get a little bit more scrappy, but let's make sure this P4 gets as like profitable as we can make it.
They absolutely did it, and they made that P4 scrappy in a lot of times, but they were able to hop on in. But I hear everybody loading on into the map 5, and it's the reverse sweep. Do you have it in the cards for the side of Classic GG, or will the Retirement Club send the young kids packing and to bed early here on Championship Sunday?
Yeah, I cannot wait for this map at all. Hopefully, we see a high round. I want to see this go to distance because this set is so close to each other. I mean, we're map 5 for a reason.
And here it goes. Will anybody bring out the boomstick? That's going to be the question. I know you're not a fan of it necessarily on Hotel. We have seen it work a few times. And it's going to be the patient plays coming on through. And, oh, I think it was actually Electric. He might still have the sniper. He definitely had it out in the map, too. I'm curious to see what kind of angle he is holding. But everybody's still slow and methodical. Number 8, he is going to be the one player that could get caught out from the side of the club. But, oh, look at Electric. Oh, will he look down low? He's looking a little bit too high. As it will be Striker, though, still watching that cross.
Oh, the snipe comes in from Electric. He's going to find one onto Gunny as he's looking over at the B site. Jane going to take him down before he can get sniped as well. Fleazy kind of playing on this L desk. Looks like he's going to try to work bottom here. Doesn't expect there to be 2 players bottom. He's going to end up getting taken down, but Jane going to try to lay this bomb down with Aquatic looking over him. The nade comes in. Doesn't really connect on anything. Jaden trying to play his life on this cube. Gonna try to get to... He got out to P4, which is actually very good, but he gets taken down by Desi from bottom. Aquatic in a 1v3. He's going to find one. He's going to get out with his life as well. 30 seconds left on the clock. He's going to get some shots onto Desi, and he's just going to get overshadowed by Sub, and that is going to seal that first round.
Yeah, good retake there by the Retirement Club. I love how Electric ended up finding that first kill. I don't necessarily appreciate the second challenge because you were still putting the pressure on in. He thought they were maybe going to hop the bomb. They waited for him to reposition right away, and they ended up getting that trade into the 3v3. But I love that nade that they used to at least just solidify that bomb plant going down freely because it forced that player who was watching the cross to back up and have to make sure he wasn't able to push on through, because if he did, he probably would have gotten hit by that nade and then a bullet or two, and he would have gone down. So the side of Classic, they're playing this one a little bit smarter, and I like it. Unfortunately, they just were not able to secure that round.
Yeah, and it looks like they're Retirement Club's going to try to work this right side towards B through Diner, but Classic has 2 players over here, that being Rek and Jaden. Kind of just going to try to hold this, see if they can get a little bit of a pick. We're probably going to see one more is going to come in. That's going to be both of them down from Jaden and Rek.
And Electric, again, finds another kill with the sniper, as he's going to be the only player over towards that restaurant side. But it was a great defensive setup from Classic. They knew something was coming in towards B, and now they know the bomb is probably down in that position, and he is slow peeking everything he can to make sure he can potentially find this. Is Oh my goodness, that got a little scary for a moment. Player almost runs right in front of him. That would have been Jaden. But look who's coming in on this quick side flank. It's Desi. Gunny, though, fully set up and ready for it. Or was he? Desi, beautiful kill.
Yeah, and Raquak's going to try to work this kill back on Desi as Desi gets out with his life. Electric aim in the bomb site with the sniper. Going to have this 1v1 against Jaden. Jaden just kind of laying down, just not letting anyone get anything from him. And Jaden's going to actually find one by doing it. He's going to find the second as well, just playing it so well, laying down on the side door right there, playing on the desk, not giving anything away for free.
And perfectly played, Jaden, making sure that he was able to secure that one electric. He had the pistol out, unfortunately. Gives up the angle, and Jaden, he will strike and quick bounce back for them. It's going to be a 1-1. But you have a feeling just the way both of these two teams are playing, it might be a round 11. And now if you're the side of retirement, how do you decide to play this? Do you leave maybe a little bit one or two players over towards B? But no, going back to Old Faithful, this is, remember, classic GG's map choice. And so can they capitalize on it?
Looks like Electric Aim's actually going to be playing bottom luggage with the snipe. He's actually going to back up a striker, trying to throw a nade towards this A-bomb. Going to hit Fleazy. Fleazy kind of stuck here, not much he can do. Jane throws the nade for him, lets him get out. Striker still just kind of holding bottom as Jaden's kind of creeping up on bedside. I don't think anyone on Retirement Club has any information that he's here, and he has dead silence to work with.
And Aim again finds another first blood for retirement. So good stuff. And oh, Striker, he wants to shoot. He might be able to get him. As oh my goodness, Fleazy. He immediately backs up, and I love this. The transition. They might try to hit this B site, and it's number 4. It's Rhett coming in on the quick flank, but Gunny goes out and challenges Desi. Beautiful stuff to get it back to equal numbers. And so now the bomb's kind of in limbo, and they're not exactly sure which site they want to hit because everybody's a little bit spread out. But Aim again, he will connect with that sniper. The man is 4 and 2 on the map, making a difference.
Yeah, and Gunny here, you gotta think like he has to just try to find one, and he does, making it a 2v2 situation. Only 8 seconds left. They don't really have time to plant this unless they do it right now, which Aquatic is just gonna try to lay it down. Gunny gets taken down, and Aquatic goes down with him. Not much he can do right there. Just really, really good defensive play out of Retirement Club overall right there. Just not letting them get the A-bomb down.
And it really just came down to Aim, finding those sniper shots, and allowing Rush to clean up the rest. And again, if you wait till those last few moments to try to get the bomb down, it's difficult because the team already has that information like, hey, we know they're going to be on this. But also, it's realizing when to peek out at times. Sometimes you know a bomb is going to be going down. Play for the information. Play for that retake. You don't necessarily need to take down that bomb planner. Yes, will it give them a little bit of extra time? Absolutely. But if you have a solid retake, it won't even matter. Make sure you're just playing smart here, because if you lose this map, you are going home.
Jaden tries to even get one, but Electric Aim once again finds a pick with the snipe. Striker going to try to make a little bit of an advancement towards mid-map right here. Not really finding anything. Jaden bottom, he sees Electric Aim. Doesn't really want to peek that though with the sniper, and Striker comes in with the sub, and Gunny's going to get the trade. Gunny and Rek in a 2v3 situation. Gunny gets some pre-fires down on Rush. Not going to hit any though. He's going to back up with his life. He's going to get wall banged through top bed by the snipe.
My goodness. Talk about Carlos Hathcock out here. If anybody gets that reference, kudos to you. But my goodness, Retirement Club. They are just looking like another beast. You can tell why this team is seasoned when it comes to the search and destroy. They are cool, calm, and collected. And I would love to bring up maybe a little bit of a player cam in the middle of this map to just kind of see how everybody is doing. But in the clutch moments, guess who's not performing? It's Josh Fleazy. He is 0-4, currently yet to get anything on the board.
Yeah, so far he just keeps getting sniped. He just needs to try to slow down, you know, let the sniper stop looking at something before you go and hit it. So far he's just been getting taken down. But Electric Aim, again with the snipe, playing on these couches. Looks like Classic's not sure really what they want to do. I think they're trying to fake a B play. But Electric Aim kind of sort of reading it right here, trying to see if anyone's going to hop on Gunny. He's going to find Gunny. Is he going to get the snipe on him? Gunny's going to play safe, and he's still going to get taken down by it. as Aquatic playing a little bit aggressive right here, trying to plant the bomb down, but sees Striker bottom, just decides to back off of it.
And what has been causing so many problems? It literally has been Electric. He's 5 in a row, and what he's been doing so good is repositioning, finding those new angles again. He takes down one more. That's 6 in a row. You just do not see this type of play when it comes to snipers on the Search and Destroy. But guess what? Rec making a 200 IQ move in a 1v3. My friend, you're going to have a lot of players in their retirement club want to win this one. Just go in, chow together, and clear him out.
Yeah, Aquatic not really in a very good position here. All 3 players on the side of Retirement Club are on the site. Bomb's getting defused here. Aquatic gets the kill and gets out with his life. Both members of Retirement Club chase, but not quick enough to actually seal the deal here. Aquatic looking for another kill, and Striker's going to take him down. And yeah, no, Electric Aim with the sniper is just making things so difficult. And as you can see, he has the cruise missile.
He gets the defuse on top of it. They're like, my friend, you are truly the best sniper out here because it is a 4-1 lead. We've seen a scoreline like this before, but it was on the opposite end of the spectrum, and you need everything left for the side of Classic. You need to get those mid-map adjustments because it matters all when it comes to this. Map 5. Unfortunately, you have a few players still lagging behind. Fleazy does get off the donut, gets to the breadstick. Number 3, though, Gunny, he was the player that truly impressed me when it came to the side of that map 4. Can he do it again here in the Search?
I mean, we saw Retirement Club come back 4-0 and win the game 6-4. So my hope's not gone for Classics just yet, but they do need to start stepping it up, start taking a couple rounds, and really bring this game back.
And you need to take out AIM. That's the biggest thing. And to be completely honest, if AIM wants to, he might be able to just invest a glide and maybe close out this round. But no, 1v4, best not to do it. And finally, he goes down. Jaden with 3. The retake, it was necessary.
I'd love to see that they're taking that round. You know, cut off this momentum from retirement. Don't let it keep going. You know, like Electric Game's dead. Finally, so his streak is also gone. Hopefully that kind of shuts him down a little bit and the snipes start slowing down.
And I think for the side for Classic is they're starting to shoulder check it a little bit more. They're just not keeping themselves in the wide open because Electric, he has found those repositions. And I think if you're Electric, put away the snipe now. Just switch it up because they're not going to be ready if you decide to bully out a site. You don't necessarily need to play for the first bloods. Get aggressive, and it looks like he might have put it away. I'm not too sure. He has the pistol out. Nope, he's going to reposition to that B site in the restaurant, but look at all the players from Classic taking over middle of the map.
Yeah, I mean, if I agree with you with the sniper, you know, the damage is done, let it go, just pull out the AR, pull out a sub even, and just get change up your playstyle a little bit. Because, I mean, if they can adjust to it, it's not going to be very great to have out. And as you can see, they're waiting for him to make the peak, and they're just going to take him down. And Jane, I believe, found 2 already this round. And Rush and Desir are both in a 2v3 situation right here. And A-bomb is completely open, and it looks like Side Classic is going to recognize this, and they're going to come over here and try to plant this bomb and try to see if they can take another round.
I love this play call, right? You wrap it all the way back. They realize both players are sitting on the B site, make them have to get a retake in a 2v3. Jaden, this gunfight could mean the entire round, and oh, he's not able to do it. Desi, beautiful shot as he gets hit down to 1 HP. It's a matter of if you hit the chest or the shoulder. And now it's a 2v2, 30 seconds, but they are playing this one click. They've cleared out the entire backside, so they know they're probably roaming around the other side of the map. But guess who it is? It's Rec. Beautiful position as Fleazy, unfortunately, can't really get that glass, and this should be another round heading to the side of Classic.
Yeah, so I mean, it's back up to 4-3. Classic needs to kind of keep up with this pace and kind of just keep this going, and they have a real chance to still take this.
Ooh, and everything coming down. You can see it. the stress on everybody's face. As oh, I'm not sure who that is, but you can tell he's definitely feeling the pressure. And everybody, ooh, I love it. They're talking about the next strategy that they want to do. Clearly, the IGL saying, hey, let's calm it down. Let's close this one out. And what we saw in map 2 was a little bit of a different vibe, right? They were feeling so good, confident, and now they are locked in and maybe feeling a little bit pressured here.
Yeah, I mean, retirement clubs kind of getting a little bit of pushback right here. You see that they're kind of changed up how they're playing. They're playing this one really, really slow. I think Classic is falling for the fake B hit here, it kind of looks like. As Fleazy going to try to find the entry. Is James going to chow rush? He's going to get the kill. That's going to be bombed down. I'm not sure if he notices, but I think he does now. As long as Jane doesn't get taken down right here, he's in such a beautiful position. And Jane is going to end up getting taken down, making it a 2v3 situation for Classics.
And the bomb's all the way in that corner, too, so he has to go and get in. I mean, you might have that B site control, and do you decide to maybe go towards A? You still have number 6 sitting there, and that striker, and you kind of have that information, so do you decide to go that way? And they don't. They're going to try to push it towards this A site and wreck in a pretty good off angle. And that's perfect because he finds one, expects the challenge. Oh, and bad timing. Striker will find him. It's a 1v2, and this is big. Gunny, if you clutch this, this could mean the momentum going in your favor, but he knows he has to play for the retake.
Yeah, 40 seconds on the clock. Has to take down Striker and Desi here. He's going to be trying to wrap through this connector, see if he might be able to find a pick. Not really sure where either of the two players on Retirement Club are. 30 seconds left on the board. Kind of playing this a little slow. Trying to see if he can find any little pick.
And they have the information because they know exactly where he is. He is jumping around like he's got bricks for feet because he does not have any dead silence. And oh, a sigh of relief you can tell comes out to the players of Retirement, and now just one round away from denying the reverse sweep. But Classic, they've been playing it extremely well. I think you just need Fleazy to try to step it up for these next 3.
I mean, yeah, 5-3 curse has been activated. Hopefully, Classics can still make this go the distance. I really, really do want them to win this map. I need the reverse sweep.
Oh, he needs it. And do you hear it? And chat, let us know. Who are you cheering for, Retirement Club or Classic GG? We want to hear your thoughts. And who do you think is going to be able to close this one out if Retirement can? But here comes the streak. Electric, he's going to get all that information. Will he try to swing it on in? Does not seem to be the case, but he still finds the kill on the Gunny, and that is a big kill.
Striker just kind of playing this a little bit slow, making it a 3v4 with the streak so early on. Not great for Classics, but Rek trying to look towards couch as he finds one, but doesn't seem to really want to shoot back at it. Playing his life here at L, just trying to hold his own top bed. Fleazy with a very big engagement right here. He gets out of it alive, which is huge. Requad gonna take the chow, gonna get taken down by Desi. Jaden and Josh Fleazy stuck in a 2v4 situation here with bomb down in the middle of the map.
And Jaden has been lights out as of recent. He just needs to find some type of hope. Is Desi, will he win it? No, Jaden guns him. 24 seconds, so this is doable. And if Fleazy, does he get this read? Oh, when he tosses a stun, and guess what? He doesn't get the angle that he wanted. And are they going to try to get this bomb down? It looks like that's going to be the case. This is going to be a difficult read as Fleazy will get caught out. And guess what? Jaden left in the 1v3 and no hope as the side of the Retirement Club go big and deny the reverse sweep.
Yeah, I mean, that was really well played out, Retirement Club. They went up so much early on. I think they started off 3-0, and honestly, Classic started to bring it back a little bit, looking a little bit better, but it just wasn't really enough to really make the comeback.
It wasn't, and that's a tough pill to swallow because you know you had the opportunity to do it, but guess what? It's a 6-3 in Retirement Club. They look good in the search. It's just a matter of keeping their respawns consistent as they were not able to, close it out in a 3-0 or a 4-0, or they're in a 3-1, excuse me. But you get to take a look at the maps here, and it was, I mean, pretty cut and dry when it came to the search in the very last map. But when the slave power came in for the respawns, it did not matter because Retirement Home, they still kept it close in that map 4, but map 1, they got outslayed and still got the dub.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, overall, they played it very, very well. Their S&D just kind of looked better than Classics did overall. I mean, I think in the respawn, they kind of threw the Mercado away. I mean, like we were talking about, they had so much slay power, but they didn't really convert it into any actual points, so it really didn't really mean much for them, unfortunately. And the S&D, they started off really nice on the Asilo, but then they just got basically 6-0 straight back after going up 4-0. The control in the Fortress respawn maps looked absolutely beautiful, but unfortunately they did kind of start off slow coming into the final map right there, and I think that's really what sealed the deal.
Sealed the deal, and honestly, it came down to electric, right? The guy found 4 first bloods with that sniper, and it was just such a hot start for him to be able to get it. And I'm actually taking a look at the bracket right now. So that was the losers round 2, and we're going to be heading on in to the losers quarterfinals after this, as they are going to be going up against Chaos Esports and Farm Retirement Club. That's not a squad I want to be seeing in the losers bracket. And currently, Providence, they're looking to close out against Team Acrylic in a 3-1 against Cerberus. But whew, we got a lot of Call of Duty left for today.
Yes, we do. We actually have Electric Aim here with us for an interview.
What's up?
Which is just amazing here.
Oh, Electric, my man, you had an absolutely incredible map 5. You pulled out the sniper. You found all the first bloods. I mean, you did it in the map 2. You had the sniper. Wasn't necessarily as successful. What was different about that hotel? What made you be able to find all those first bloods?
So the first map, S&D Asilo, Gunny, he hit marked me one time. They kind of just didn't play for any picks through mid alley or anything. They didn't give me anything. So I kind of got good boyed. I just let Gunny have his angles. Didn't do anything. That map, I squared up. I said, F it. I play the most aggressive sniper ever. I'll push anything. I'll hold it with a sniper. I'll hold any angle with a sniper. I'll challenge anything with a sniper. So I just gunned up, hit it.
Love to
Hey,
hear
I
that.
love it, man. And then I have a big question: is what made you guys come up with the name Retirement Club? I'm kind of curious about that one.
So, I mean, our core 3, Rush, me, and Striker, we played a long time together. Started in Black Ops 4. We had really high peaks, played some of the best, beat some of the best. Now, we chill. We're retired. We don't go as hard anymore. So we're just the club of retirement guys. Just going ham.
Love that. Now, I do have a question for you. So when we're looking at your hard points, right? It looked like on Mercado, you guys were getting outslayed a bit, but you guys still came out with the dub. What do you think was kind of like the driving factor in how you guys still took that map despite being outslayed?
So this has been a tournament-wide problem for us. We can't get kills. I don't know why. I don't know if we just can't get them anymore, if we're just bad and just, I don't know what, but when we do get kills, they're important kills. They're the kills that I feel like when we get a wave of kills, it's 40 seconds on a hard point. When they get a wave of kills, we're there in 10 seconds dying again. So a lot of teams outslay us and we keep it really close. It comes down to 2 or 3 things, and a lot of time against the good teams in our bracket, we kind of messed up. Against them, the first map, we clutched up. Second map, Josh Fleazy took us out back. That guy's gross. Third map too.
Hey, mad respect, shouting out to the other players as well. But like you said, maybe you don't have that slay power like you did when you guys were grinding. So it's the fundamentals, though, and you guys definitely harped on it, getting a lot of that hill time as well. Now you're going up against the side of Chaos Esports. How are you feeling about them?
Hard points. They're gonna be outslayed heavy again, probably. We're gonna keep it close, trying to inch it out. And then we're just going to keep trusting in my snipe and see what I can get.
Hey, I love it, man. And I appreciate you coming on in for the little post-game interview. And congrats on the win, but good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
All right, man.
All right.
Peace. Games. Peace. We absolutely love to hear all of that. I also, like you were saying, I do appreciate him, talking good on the other team still, because honestly, Retirement Club did just play better COD overall. Like he was saying, his snipes, they're really good snipes. So I mean, I'm glad that he's able to even keep it at a level of respect, because those teams have matched up before. You know, they're a really nice matchup. So I do like to see the integrity there.
Yeah, and it's just all about having a good time, right? And making sure that the community isn't as toxic as sometimes Call of Duty players tend to be. We were talking about this earlier. So, hey, it's great to see that sportsmanship shining on through and just a good series for them to be able to close out, deny that reverse sweep. And he was just like, you know what? We're probably going to get out Slate again, but we'll see what happens. So, hey, he's being, a pessimist, optimistic, I guess, as you could say it. But hey, coming up after this, we will have that losers quarterfinals. I'm not sure if we're going to be hopping on in to the side of we'll be hopping on into Cerberus and whoever wins with Providence and Team Acrylic. Providence currently up 2-1, but just some great stuff coming on out. And man, what a bracket! Been a few game fives, and we've had the pleasure of being able to at least get 2 of the 3.
No, yeah, for sure. I'm very, very excited for the rest of the day still. Still got a beautiful, beautiful bracket still to be looking at. We got this losers quarterfinal, got winners finals, we got losers finals, and we still got grants. We got a bunch of amazing matchups still coming your way.
Absolutely. So everybody, don't go anywhere. We have the winner of Providence versus Team Acrylic going up against Cerberus Esports in the losers quarters coming up right after this.